Test, 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 test. Yeah, I can't exactly summarize last time, that's true. All right. I think we're ready to begin. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to more Xenogears. We are starting Disc 2. We ended Disc 1 last time with a whole bunch of shit. Whole bunch of shit going down. We are now going into Disc 2. One long cutscene, as I have said. But, hopefully, it won't be quite as jarring for y'all this time, as I've kind of been talking about it leading up to the 2. I've been talking about how different it is and everything. Hopefully, it won't be as jarring for you as it was for me when I first played. So, we will see. Alright, how's the volume? Volume is fine for you? Alright. Let's begin. Shot down. No reason to deliberate any further, let's just jump straight into it. Dreaming. I was dreaming. Perhaps it may have been but a long-forgotten memory. A dream. A memory. Things remembered when one is asleep. Things forgotten when one is awake. Where the deepest layers of memories become the outmost layers of one's dreams. Which are reality, which are illusions. One cannot tell until one awakes. Or perhaps they are, at the same time, both truth and fiction. A vast nebulous, with no boundaries. An emptiness equivalent to my own existence. I dreamt such a dream, a long, never-ending dream. Lacan, what is wrong? Lacan? In that dream, I was called Lacan. I was an artist. I had become recognized as a talented artist, and now was painting the portrait of the Nissan Mother Sophia. Huh? No, it is nothing. Let us finish for today. You look rather tired. Are you alright? I am fine, thank you. But now that you mention it, shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who is tired, Mother Sophia. Enough of that now. When it is just the two of us, would you stop calling me that? Just call me Ellie, as you used to do in the old days. And you don't have to be so stiff and formal. Oh, alright. Very well. No, I mean, yes, let's do that, Ellie. Ellie. It was a time when she went by such a name. A time when we had met up with one another. A time when nothing mattered between us. It was better that way. Just two people, together. It was better to have left it that way. I think I might go back home, only for a week or so. Oh, really? What is the matter? I ran out of paint, so I need to go make some more. You're going all that way just to do that? If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments. Oh. Then how about I have one of my followers, the Cahal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker, and you'll be much more safe. I lied. I wasn't out of paint. I just feared I would finish the portrait. I wanted to keep on painting, forever. So I wanted to buy time. She probably despised me for that. No, she probably just give me her usual smile. She was that kind of woman. Dreams. A life of a man named Lacan, and the lives of countless other men. All but dreams. Now that I am awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-rending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams, I loved one woman, no matter the day, no matter the era. That did not change, nor did her name. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream. Perhaps it was a memory of my soul. A dream. I was dreaming a dream, or perhaps it was a memory from a distant past. A dream, a memory. Those words I was unable to convey, that day, that time, those thoughts I was unable to carry out. Words and thoughts, the connection between the two. Without words, thoughts cannot be conveyed. Without thoughts, there are no words. They are both as as vital as each other. They can never be divided, like the wings of angels, like a man and a woman. An unchangeable destiny, feelings one wishes one could change, meeting with the person who would change me, and watching myself change. I dreamt such a dream, a long, never-ending dream. Lacan, what is wrong? Lacan? In that dream, I was called Sophia, Mother Sophia, a symbolic name, crowned upon the person who would be the people's hope. A name I was destined to have, whether I wanted it or not. Huh? No, it is nothing. Let us finish for today. You look rather tired. Are you all right? I am fine, thank you. But now that you mention it, shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who is tired, Mother Sophia. Enough of that now. When it's just the two of us, would you stop calling me that? Just call me Ellie, as you used to do in the old days. You don't have to be so stiff and formal. Oh, alright. Very well. No, I mean, yes, let's do that, Ellie. Elheim. I've always liked that name, because when I first met him, that is what he called me. That is my true name. I think I might go back home, only for a week or so. Oh, really? What is the matter? I ran out of paint, so I need to go make some more. You're going all that way just to do that? If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments. Oh. Then how about I have one of my followers, the Gahal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker, and you'll be much more safe. I wonder when it started, that he started refusing me, the walls between us, our positions, our circumstances. He refused to recognize these. No, maybe it was me. Therefore, I didn't want them. I wanted the two of us to be ourselves. That is what I wished for. So I had him paint me, the way I really am. Dreams. A life of a woman named Sophia, and the lives of countless other women, all but dreams. Now that I am awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-rending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams, I loved one man, no matter the day, no matter the era. That did not change, only his name. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream, that perhaps was the memory of my soul.
He's finally awake. Here you go.
I'm healed.
You've been sleeping in this nanoreactor for 3 weeks.
Nanoreactor? Who are you?
Me? I forgot my name. Some people call me Tora. You seem to have recovered completely. Those were terrible wounds. Maybe your youth and strength helped. Your friend's wounds are more serious and may take a while longer.
My friend? Ellie! Ellie.
Hey, quit staring at the naked girl and come over here.
It's a weird looking Napon. Ellie? Alright. Back in the player's seat once again. Won't be in this position for too long, let me tell you. In a library of sorts. Someone saved us as we crash landed. Faye! Doc! I heard from Tora and hurried right over here. Of course he knows Tora. He knows everyone. Boy, was that lucky. You were fortunate to have come down near Tora's research facility.
This is no research facility. It is a man's hideaway. Satan told me about you. I was shocked to see a couple lying down with blood all over them.
Couple? At any rate, you had a narrow escape. Faye, make sure you thank Tora. Tara, thank you very much for helping Ellie. Both Ellie and I were hurt so badly. What is that machine?
It's called a nanoreactor. It was a device that could rebuild substances at the molecular level.
Remember, Krellian also had the same kind of technology. He was able to reconstruct Ellie's DNA when he was examining it. It's the same kind of technology that makes up Emeralda from the Sublime Civilization.
Not only can it just heal humans, but theoretically it should also be able to create many substances.
Is that the same thing as that guy in Solaris? I mean, is that the same thing as Krellian is studying?
Yes, that's right. I was the one who taught nanotechnology to him.
You did?
We shouldn't waste time talking about such an unimportant subject. Looks like our treatment is done. Oh, you don't need to come. Just wait there.
Sight in a sight in common variety Solarium. Faye. Ellie! Faye,
Now, why don't you two go get some fresh air outside? It ought to ease the shock of the change.
I knew it was you. Faye? When you came in the room just then, I was afraid you may have forgotten about me and everything else. What do you mean? I mean, because, Ellie, you seemed a little different than before. Has my face changed? No, that's not it. It's more like... I mean, your atmosphere or impression is different. Just a little. But I felt something familiar. I felt the same way when I met you for the first time. Some peculiar feeling that we've met before, somewhere. Faye. Yes? I don't remember much about what happened after we were shot down. It's better that way. But I heard someone calling my name. I felt I was covered with something very warm. I remember that clearly. Thank you, Faye. Ellie. Faye.
Hey, it's almost time for you to come back. There's something important we need to talk to you about.
Oh, come on, Tara. Alright, we're coming. Well, Ellie, shall we go see what's up? Sure. Alright. So we're now outside of Tara's little hut here. And can we actually exit this area yet? Or what's this? Okay. Nothing here. Just go back inside. Or back. Wait. Faye, where are you going? Tara's calling you. Fine. Now up onto the third wheel here. Yep. Save really quick. With the memory cubes that what's left of Solaris still has access to. Remember, the Yazel Ministry are still alive. They still track us through the memory cubes.
How do you feel now? The fresh forest air should have refreshed you somewhat, Anyway, it's about the removal of the seal. I found out it could be released by using the nanotechnology that regenerated you two. The nano-assemblers are enclosed in this pod.
If only we could scatter them all over the world.
There's an ancient military installation nearby. You might be able to use the mass driver located in there to launch this pod up into the upper atmosphere. As the nano-assemblers are released up there, the convection current should spread them over the world. I wish I could go do it. I'm getting much too old for that type of thing. Then again, it's for your future. Old men should not butt in. You young ones must do it for yourselves. Here. And of course, I'm not asking you to do it for free. Try this wristband on.
What is that?
This is an emotion control device in which nanotechnology is applied. From this machine shaped as a wristband, nanomachines are infused through your epidermis into your brain. There they refine the SSRI intracerebral substances such as serotonin that control emotions. Well, I suppose it's rather difficult for you to understand, but in short, it means that the manifestation of your second personality, id, can be suppressed.
Id. Faye.
Well, it's all theoretical, though. Oh, and I did one more thing as well. I installed the same control device in your gear.
You mean it can release id at will?
Yes. I call it its System id. But of course, it should not be overused. Use it only as a last resort.
Ellie, Doc, Faye, there was nothing you could do. It will never happen again with Taurus technology, though. He is one of the 3 Shavat sages.
Whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. Oh, sounds like we have a guest.
Tara's full name is Tara Melchior, as we've heard before. We met Gaspar up in Shavat. Balthasar is Isaac Balthasar, that's Maria's grandfather. And this is Tara Melchior, a man who, long ago, taught Corellian nanotechnology. Faye, we've got problems! Shavat emissary. Today a peace settlement between Ave and Kislev is being held at Shavat. But Solaris' mobile weapons are approaching Shavat as we speak. Please help us.
That has nothing to do with this young man. Tara! You're getting on my nerves for being so selfish. Satan told me about you. You showed up after finding out that id was now controllable. Aren't you ashamed? You haven't changed since then. You only care about yourselves. Faye, you don't need to listen to these guys who once tried to kill you.
But... Please go. I'll go to the mass driver. Ellie? No matter what happens before, no matter what happened before, Shavat needs your help now. Although you may be saving some selfish people, there's still the world and its countries with many more innocent people. Please, don't forget that. Spartanist people are fighting to protect those same lives, aren't they? So please, go help them. Are you sure? What about you? Don't worry about me. I'll manage somehow. But all by yourself. I will accompany Ellie. You do not need to worry. I've brought along my own Omnigear. Your own Omnigear? Yes, my Omnigear, Fenrir. It was the same one I brought from Solaris. I left it with Gaspar in case of emergencies. Doc. Alright, please take care of her for me. Ellie, be careful. I will. We are truly grateful for your kindness, Faye.
Suit yourselves.
Ignis, right? Yes, the goal of the enemy is to destroy the cities in Ignis. They have already destroyed half of Bloodivik and will probably reach Nissan in about 4 hours. Shavat will try to drive them back with all the power it has. 4 hours. That's gonna get close.
No need to worry. Balthasar and I fixed your gear with the nanomachines. It's much more powerful than it ever was before. Why, you should get there in half the time.
What? It's Old Man Bao here. Esmeralda's here as well. So you already notice just how fast everything is going. That's a lot that happened in a very, very short time. Omnigear out of nowhere. We have this mass driver facility that we need to go to. That's going to release the limiter seals on everyone in the world. Ave and Kislev are reaching a peace settlement that has been sabotaged by Solaris. Veltal is now upgraded. We now have a way of controlling id. All of this wrapped into this one little... We haven't even been streaming. We haven't been in this for a whole 15 minutes yet. And now everyone is here, basically. Balthasar and Emerald are there. The rest of the party's back in Ignis. Yeah. So this is kind of going to be the pace that the rest of the story is going at from here on out. This is incredible.
Meet again. Roast for the spirit of the Slayer of God. I didn't think I would ever work on it again.
Why are you both helping me?
There are some things you just can't explain with the word fate. You're just going to have to see it with your own eyes.
Hey, going? Yeah, I better hurry. Hey, where are you going? Faye, please hurry. Alright. Are you sure you want to go through with this? You wanted to live quietly away from the battlefield, did you not? I noticed myself running away from reality. At first, I thought my situation was similar to his. I thought Faye would understand my feelings. I didn't know if my love for him was real. I might have been desperate after losing my mother and father. Ellie. Despite all that, I may still love him. That's why I want to see what Faye can do and what I can do. I want us to be apart and think about ourselves again. I want to see how I really feel. You have changed a lot, Ellie. What happened to you in the past 3 weeks? Really? I don't think I've changed. Yes, you have. I should say you have matured. Like a mother. Excuse me, I'm only 18 years old. I'm nowhere near the age of being your mother. Sorry, you gave me that impression, that is all. Anyway, Citan, I'm going now. Alright? I will follow you as soon as I finish off here. I go too. What? I go! Emeralda, I can't take anyone else along with me for something like this. I'll be fine on my own. Feligo, I go too. Emeralda, I have to go with you. Emeralda? No, Emeralda go too! I'll let her go. I'm sure Solaris has a hunch about the limiter. They may interfere, so you may feel uneasy going it alone. I think Emeralda's cut out for this job. Besides, she's going to want to go no matter what. Take care of her until I can join you, please. Okay, you win. Let's help each other, alright? I can do it alone. You just watch. Boing!
I thought so. So, you were the one who brought Faye and his girl to me. I realized that the minute I saw the two of them. Why, how could I not help but notice? They looked the spitting image of you and her. Yes, just as you yourselves looked way back then. Right, Lacan? What do you mean he's still alive?
Yes.
Ridiculous. Didn't Ramses shoot him down?
She was also on the gear that Ramses shot down. I won't have her die.
But there is already a mother. I thought she may be the antitype as long as the current mother exists.
As far as I see it, that is not complete.
Quite picky, aren't you? Didn't you say you threw away all human emotions?
I don't care what you think. Anyway, as far as he is concerned, I will put Ramses onto him. Any objections? Where is he presently?
Etranok is destroyed, but part of the memory cube is still active. We should still be able to locate individuals. Wait a moment. He has left the crash site and is heading toward Ignis.
I see. So he has left the area. That means it is only a matter of time before the seal is broken.
Did you say something?
It's nothing. Just sit there and wait for the good news.
What about retrieving the girl? The key is already beginning to resonate. The time of the resurrection is near.
We can get the girl anytime. It doesn't have to be now. Let's take our time. So Krellian and the Gazel Ministry seem to have, like, they seem to be working on the same side, but Krellian seems to have his own personal motives that kind of diverge from the Gazel Ministry. Just something to keep in mind. On my way to Ignis, I re-encountered him, Karan Ramses. Ramses once again stood in my way, in his Omnigear Vendetta. It was an unavoidable battle. I released the new function that was added to my Mark II gear, System ID. Alright, so this is System ID, battle attack level Infinity. Kosho X. We can now use all of the attacks that we have seen Veltal ID able to use before. This is our chance to strike back against Vendetta. Get ourselves a booster. Batman, yeah, he's here. Told you Vendetta wouldn't last too long. Yeah, and Veltal ID only lasts for 2 turns. And now we're back to base Veltal. Yeah, so it's the name of the form. It's called Veltal ID. It effectively has the power of an Omnigear, if not stronger. I'm not attacking you. I'm gonna fall for that. Mega Flare. Ramses' absolute confidence was shattered, leaving only his cry of disbelief and resentment. Ramses' machine disappeared into a sea of foliage. Why was he so fixated on me? I know not why, but he did say this.
If only you didn't exist.
In order to disperse the nanomachines, Emeralda and I headed for one of the ruins of the Zeboim civilization, the mass driver facility. And this is what I mean about narrating through a dungeon. So I'm sure if Disc 2 is actually expanded, the entire mass driver facility would be its own dungeon. We'd be able to get be able to explore the whole area, but it's all going to be narrated through. Fortunately, the facility was still active, which allowed us to proceed onto the central control room with little difficulty. Along the way, we saw various missiles and giant rockets that were created during the Zeboim era. They stood like tombstones of that ancient civilization. It was a graveyard for a race of people who destroyed each other over pride and arrogance. Once arriving at the central control room, we met up with Saiton, who helped us activate the mass driver. We succeeded in launching the capsule containing the nanomachines, which would release the seal limiter. Yeah, a lot was cut out. The nanomachines that were scattered into the upper atmosphere began to multiply and spread throughout the whole of the world. The nanomachines glittered in the sunlight, flowing like a large river in the sky. That glitter would remove the bonds restraining everyone. It was to be our light of hope for regaining back our true freedom. So now the physical and mental limiters of everyone in the world have been removed, just as they were for our characters. Back to Faye. Solaris' mobile surface supremacy weapon invaded the area with great force. Shavad and Nissan's standard gear battalions were no match against it. It was only a matter of time before the Solaris mobile weapon arrived in Nissan. After we pushed back the Solarian gear units, we headed for Nortune, to the Kislev capital's administrative district. We went there to obtain our one and only means of standing up against the mobile weapon. Get a chance to save. 4 more cutscenes. Yeah, no proper dialogue between Ramses and Faye, and we got a cut dungeon. Now, I will say, it's not going to always seem this quick. It's very, very quick at the beginning. It starts to kind of, they start to show a little more as we go on. It's not going to always be quite this cut. Alright, so now we have to defend Kislev. Defend Nortun. The Kislev capital's, Nortun's, central administrative district itself was a secret battleship constructed by Bart's ancestor Roni Fatma after the Great War with Solaris many hundreds of years ago. The existence of the secret battleship remained hidden. Later, the ship was turned into a section of the Kislev imperial capital during the founding of the empire. Uncovering this truth from some ancient records, Bart activated the secret battleship in order to fight against the Solarian mobile surface supremacy weapon. The sand cruiser Yggdrasil was actually the center of command and also the main secret weapon of the craft. Awakening from 500 years of dormancy, its true form appeared before us. Commanded by its new master, the secret battleship stood before the mobile weapon with all of us inside of it. So it's just like in Xenoblade 3, the central block of Nortun was itself a big mech the entire time, and was the source of the original Yggdrasil. It can't be a Xeno game without some giant transformation into a mech. Like the hallmark of the Xeno series. And by the way, this was foreshadowed all that time ago when we went into the Nortun Central Block, Super Dimensional Gear, Yggdrasil 4. All that time ago when we were in Kislev and we explored the Nortun Central Block.
Alright, transformation complete. Come on, monster, let's go.
There was a bridge area of the Central Block that no one was able to explain why it existed. Fort Hurricane, the other name for the Solaris supremacy weapon. Well, this is the reason, because the entire thing was one big ship. I think this part specifically right here is the one part of Disc 2 that hurts the most that it had to be cut. Because I'm sure this whole section was when they intended to give Rico's backstory and Rico's character development. His finally being able to talk to his father, like going back to Kislev and like getting the Yggdrasil 4 would have been Rico's time to reconnect with his father and learn more about his backstory and come to terms with his backstory. And really get the character development that he deserves, really get the completion to his arc. But it had to be cut. And honestly, I think they made the right choice. I think they, like, you'll see later on, you'll end up agreeing with me, it was worth cutting certain things in order to have what we had. I would much rather take the game in its current form, fully complete, and, like, at least the entire story is finished. That's something I'll keep saying throughout the entirety of Disc 2, because I'm a Disc 2 defender. At least they finished the story. There are so many other games that have the same kind of wild ambition that Xenogears has that don't end up finishing its story, that are left unfinished and a sequel is planned but never done. At least Xenogears was able to fully finish the story and tell everything it wanted to tell, even if some things had to be cut. I think it was the best. I think it was for the best overall. But yeah, we could have gotten conversations between Rico and Bard. I've always kind of envisioned like the Ave Kislev Peace Summit being like Bart being the king of Ave, Rico assuming the Kaiser of Kislev after his father dies, which we'll learn about that later too. His father died in that sequence, they don't show that. And like Rico and Bart would be kind of the ones that represent their respective countries and the countries coming together. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. The Solaris mobile weapon was destroyed, which brought a sigh of relief to the continent of Ignis. Peace was signed, and after some 500 years of division, the land of Ignos once again became united. The war is over. All that is fine and dandy, but what the F was that Fort Hurricane? Yeah, I don't know. Some crazy weapon. Excitement spread throughout Ave, Nisan, Kislev, Shavat. The sky shimmered as if to celebrate. By the hands of Eli, Citan, Tara, and Emeralda, the nanomachines had been dispersed into the atmosphere. That was when disaster struck. Our songs of victory were replaced by the sounds of total pandemonium. In the beginning, we had no idea what had transpired. We witnessed inexplicable phenomena. People from all parts of the world began to mutate into abnormal forms. It seemed to be triggered when the nanomachines removed the limiter seal that was placed on humankind by Krellian in the past. The human form with its innate abilities released. That's when I remembered what Hammer had said back in Solaris. His words were, "What becomes of the normal humans?" So, like, that entire section of saving, or like protecting Nortune from the mobile weapon, the nanomachines being released, that could have been its own like arc. That could have been like 4 or 5 hours long. But that was completed, and now we're on to another arc. Anyway.
So, they are naturally germinating because the resurrection of God is near. Those who will become the body of our servant. I never knew so many would exist, even without using the key. But some of them still have not yet begun to germinate. Are they not destined to be the flesh of God? Or perhaps those are the enemies of God? Let us reactivate the strategic points of the Soylent. At any rate, they are just incomplete mutants. They are useless now in their half-finished form. God's apostles, there cannot be any harm in having too many of them.
The chains that restrained humankind have been removed because of you. But that doesn't mean there is anything wrong with our plan. Everything is still under control. In the event of the explosion in the capital of Solaris earlier, I had set up a nanomachine virus to diffuse into the atmosphere. I knew they were eventually going to break the seal, but the timing was a little close to comfort. The current mutations of the humans are an initial response to the virus. Once the virus we spread over the world germinates inside of the humans, they are no longer the same. They change into a controllable form. We need humans that do not depend on the keys of invocation in order to awaken. In other words, a being to take the place of the original body of God. It's like a Trojan horse released at the same time of the assimilation with God. A literal virus. But isn't it different from what they intended? Of course, we can't let them have it their way. The Ark of God is mine. Either way is fine by me. I will just side with whichever is the more certain one anyway. So this is again showing Krellian as his own intentions. The Soylent System, a group of facilities formerly controlled by Solaris. These facilities existed all over the Earth. It is said that, originally, these were used for biological experiments and brainwashing. It was through these facilities that Krellian implanted the limiters all that time ago. After the war, the people who mutated into what were called Wells, or the true form of humans, gathered at these services. This is important. The Wells are the true form of humans. So, really, this virus is returning to them to their true form, it seems. Similar way to the Telethia and the Hyentia in Xenoblade 1. You can see where that kind of harkened back to. Some of the humans turned wells were attacking healthy humans and devouring their flesh and blood. That is because healthy human flesh and blood eased the pain of their sudden molecular changes and let them live longer. Their lives were so short. Soon after, severely mutated beings started to seek the flesh and blood of the less mutated beings. The Soylent System divides and merges those mutated bodies on a molecular level. A set of facilities that recreate a more perfect single life form to be used as a weapon. This was the truth behind the Gazel Ministry's implant. We have finally discovered its true purpose. This was the true purpose for the Soylent system. Creating food and medicine for the Solarian people was just a byproduct. Yeah, I will say, if Disc 1 felt a lot like Xenoblade 3 story-wise, Disc 2 is going to feel a lot like Xenoblade 1 story-wise. You can definitely see where later Xenoblade games took inspiration from Xenogears. It all goes back to Xenogears. Go to those facilities and you will be freed from the unbearable agony. So people gathered, seeking a fulfillment of this promise. There is salvation there. This news spread, although no one actually uttered it. Their mutated blood probably told such people to gather there. We went there to destroy the Soylent system. There, humans fought amongst themselves, greedily for limited pardons to live. It was an ugly battle to keep on living, or so it may have seemed to the casual passerby. But to me, they were desperately trying to live. It was each person's natural human form. There were the haves and the have-nots. And among them were some of my former friends from Solaris. They wanted our flesh and blood. They told us the haves shouldn't share with the have-nots. They asked if a have, such as myself, could understand their pain. I couldn't answer. No matter what I said, it would have sounded like a conceited have speaking. And so, I wanted to relieve their anguish, and I decided to do so, just like the person in the memory of my dreams, in the distant past. Then suddenly, the system went out of control. The Sufal mass, a monstrous organism still in the process of amalgamation, broke through the barrier of the life support facilities and stood before us. No longer of human form, that which was once human began eating the people who gathered there seeking relief. We had to fight it, in order to save the people and in order to save him. The eyes of that which was once human looked at me, pleading for death to take away the agony. Alright, so we have a boss battle. Again, the Soylent system could have been a dungeon. We have a boss battle instead. I believe, yes, this is the first time in the game we can switch out Faye. What? Yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask, but I'll try my best during this boss fight to explain some things. So we're gonna have Ellie. Actually, we'll have Ellie in the lead. Doesn't really matter, but I think this is really her fight, and we'll keep Inciting as well. I think our party members are good. Let's go back. Alright, so we have a Sufal mass and some mutated wells. Once humans. Or at least the true form of humans. Let's give Citan an attack boost. Gonna be our strongest party member here. We'll do... Speed up Billy's turn, he's gonna be our main healer. And I'm not sure what ether is going to be effective on them. Let's do an Anima Bolt and try. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So yeah, the wells are all gathering at the Soylent system facilities in order to mutate, in order to, like, they're guided there because they're seeking a break from their agony. But in actuality, their flesh is all being amalgamated into these big Sufal masses for some other purpose. To create weapons, it seems. For what purpose, we wonder. Let's do Goddess Call on Titan. I'm not sure how useful Ellie's actually going to be in this fight, but I did want to have her in just because it is kind of her fight. Rumble Earth. I might as well have Ellie take care of the other ones, and I'll just have Titan finish them. And the main one in the middle. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. Sure. Shoot the motherfucker. Oh. Yeah, okay. The earth elements are still going to be fine on these. Just the mass that's has some sort of absorbance with ether. Let's just do a pure physical attack on Himatsu. It was a very cool death blow by Billy. It's been a while since we've used Billy, so you haven't seen all the new death blows that I've unlocked on him. I unlocked all these before we went to Solaris, actually. Let's absorb our HP. Let's get these things done and over with here. Let's give him another Yamiga. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to do Terra Charge, I didn't want to heal it. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't matter anyway. Let's have Titan save some death blows up. Build up some AP. Goddess Call him. Oh wait, I already did. Did I? Yeah, no, I already, okay. Heal him at some point. Now let's get this thing over with. Devil Blast. Ah, okay. Well. Build up AP. Ellie's turn is coming up. You can revive. Or actually, would it be alright to revive me? No. Titan would go quick. He can heal himself in the next turn. Let's, Sazanami, yourself. And then just a max here. It's annoying. Holy light. You need to take this one out. Titan, go crazy. Oh wait, maybe I don't. Okay. Oh wait, never mind. These are just the non-elemental death blows. There you go. This fight should be over. Titan, please lend me your sword.
I'm sorry. I guess I couldn't help you after all. All I can do for you now is ease your wounds. I'm so sorry.
Ellie, you...
Please, listen to me. Stop fighting among yourselves. We are all humans. This facility was built by the Solaris Ministry. It was created to implement their no-waste plan. Such facilities were to convert mutated humans into weapons that serve as tools for their ambitions. Just one part of their overall plan of racial purification. Of course, once you enter their umbrella of protection, you can avoid absolute death. But is that human life? Even if you are the only one left, if you're devoid of a heart, what does it all mean? All of you want to be loved, needed by someone, so we look to others. By ourselves, we are lonely, so we try to draw close together to live. That's what it means to be human. That's how people live. A single hand cannot clap. To relieve your pain, I'll give however much of my flesh you need. Therefore, don't throw away your dignity as humans. Don't let go of your human heart. Ellie, are you okay? What are you doing? Think I'm doing something foolish? No. I only did what I could. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. A well-to-do have. Maybe it's only pity for the have-nots. But if I can know the joy of giving out a little of the life within me, then maybe someday it may just be possible that one human can truly give love to another. People can do it. I truly believe they can. That's why... Ellie... Humans are imperfect on their own, so they must come together. That's, again, that same theme recurring. Again, the main theme of this game. After that, we went from place to place, destroying all the soil system facilities located on the surface of the Earth, and freed the people held at each of the locations. All the people that had been mutated were taken in by Nissan, where they received treatment. Those who had mutated only mildly were treated with Tora's nanomachines, which reconstructed and revived them. They were able to return back to their normal bodies. Unfortunately, there were some that had such accelerated symptoms that their treatment was not as promising. Trying to bring them back to a form that resembled a human was the best that could be done. However, mysteriously, they no longer fought each other for survival as they did when they were held by the Soylent System. Of course, their recovery from the physical pain of the mutation may have played a factor, but it wasn't only that. The majority of the people received by Nissan were those that had been admonished by Ellie and had regained their humanity. Between her work in destroying the Soylent System facilities, Ellie also went around and nursed the people in Nissan. She aided the bodies of the mutated and lent an ear to those who had no other place to go for help. She was the very image of the woman who created Nissan, Mother Sophia. It became rumored that Ellie was a reincarnation or a second advent of Sophia. Go to Nissan and you will receive salvation. The news seemed to spread further about, and people came from all over to be saved, both physically and spiritually. Free from the supervision of Solaris, the surface dwellers began to unite in one place. Nissan is now the hearth of the world. Ellie, their savior.
The germinating of those destined to be the body of the servant of God. As before, the humans are gathering in Nissan, at this rate.
Not to fear. This might actually be helpful for us.
Time is near. Should we not prepare for those who are to become the fleshly body of God, and those who will awaken God? Time has come to activate the Geisha Key. What? Cain! What more do you intend to do? I cannot allow you to use the key. What are you doing? Without the resurrection of God, our purpose cannot be fulfilled. Or are you planning on perishing with God, Cain, without fulfilling our purpose? Your purpose. You were fated to it. You were fated to it from your birth. Why haven't you realized it does not arise from your own free will? I've heard enough. Yes, this is of our own volition. You still insist on opposing us. Have you forgotten? You are my subordinates. I can destroy you if I so desire. We have already done our part. It's time to pass the helm to the next generation. People will not perish.
Although the initial impact of being released from the limiter seal caused some momentary chaos, everything slowly began to settle down. We then began to search for the anima relics, the catalysts to transform gears into omni-gears. In the past, 10 relics have been recovered, and it's said that about half of those are in the hands of the Ministry. According to Zephyr, there should be several more relics hidden in the land. We knew then that Solaris would most certainly be searching for them. There was no way we could allow Solaris to have them. We visited the place where, using archaic records, Zephyr and her people had been able to get clues on the whereabouts of the relics. Following the information we obtained from there, we headed towards the ruins of what seemed to be an ancient civilization. Alright, so we have a dungeon up ahead. We have the first of 3 dungeons in this too. So I'll be taking with me Billy, bring Faye. Who should I bring, guys? I'm gonna have to bring Ellie. It's only right to bring Ellie, and you'll see why. How short are these dungeons? They're average-sized dungeons. They're not too bad. Screw it, I'm bringing Titan. Oh wait, I can't. Okay, I can't switch up. Right, then this will have to be my party. Sorry I'm slurring my words a little bit, by the way. Do we have to bring Ellie? We don't technically have to, but it makes sense to. And you'll see what I mean. Anyway, so we can get in our gears. Although this isn't actually a gear dungeon, this is a ground dungeon. I believe this is the last ground dungeon of the game. What's the point in asking? Yeah, I'm bringing Ellie along anyway. Screw you. But we have this little part at the beginning where we can be in our gears. Shopkeep Johnny. Whoa, I'm not the enemy. My family's been merchants for generations, and we got our own ways to fight. And this is my battle. Want to buy something? I even service gears. Let's check out our characters here. This will be the important part for this dungeon. I don't really need any more Aqua Souls. I'll buy a couple more of the DXs. Rose Soul, maybe. Have some Speed Stars if we need them. Some more Mega Souls. Maybe get up to 25 with those. And get up to about four more Survival Tents. Someone shoot me. We have better sword for Titan. I definitely like that. 12,000 gold's hefty, but whatever. Better ammo for Billy. We already have that. Godson ammo. This is interesting. Better shotgun ammo. We don't have enough of that. Even better shotgun ammo. Let's get this instead. And black leather and a black helmet. We'll get 4 of these for now. Power rate. Oh my gosh. Okay. Powering S may be useful. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna buy it though. I'll wait on the Wonder Whip. There may be something better later on. I'm slurring my words a lot today. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm not going to be using Bart for a while. I will say Bart is definitely one of the weaker party members in this game overall. So he is not going to be used too much at all in this too. Unfortunately, he's one of my favorite characters, but probably my 3rd favorite of the main party. But he's not too useful in combat. Okay, let's check on our gears here. There will be 1 gear battle. So we do want this. Veltal 2. This is Veltal upgraded with the id capabilities. Or with system id, specifically. Got a better whip for Brigadier. Again, I'm going to wait on Vari. I'm going to wait on that. The Amame sword for Fenrir, which is Titan's Omni gear. Matchlock. I think I may already have this on him. Oh, it says I don't. Okay. Because that's equipped. Buy a couple of these, in case I need them. And yeah, we'll buy the G Matchlock. We want the fuel on her. Frame and Z alloy. And is Veltal up to date? Yeah, it is. Ooh, but I do want the better output though. I'm not worried about its fuel. I want the better output. And better frame. And refuel. About to cost an arm and a leg for all this shit. And Maswo. Yeah, I want the better output on Maswo. He has the best. Oh, there's a better one. The better frame. Damn. Expensive. Z alloy. Fuel up. And just because it's new, I will show Fenrir. Titan's Omni gear. And it already has good stuff. Of course it does. Exciting. What were we worried about? Yeah, reading that much can cause me to slur words sometimes. Okay, so now let's see about our characters. And just like at the end of Disc 1, you can use those blue memory cubes to change party members. So let's see our ground equipment. We'll equip the black leather. And where's the feather? Is that? What's the new one we got? Didn't we get a new hat too? The feather cap is at least better. Didn't we get something else though? Black helmet. I guess the black helmet's not better than the dark helm, whatever. Battle apron versus powering S. Okay, this is still better. Battle apron's still better. Okay, well. Better ammo. Better shotgun ammo. Oh, wait. Don't have a better rod for her. Have the devil dress, although I like the angelic robe. Okay, and I'll give her the black helmet. Okay, so party for a while. And finally, our gear equipment. I believe we have extra armor plus 6 now, and if not that, then we have better stuff anyway. So yeah, silver armor plus 1. We'll get that. Ether armor plus 1. Do we have anything better? I need to sort this inventory, but I don't care. I don't care enough. Oh, maybe not wanted to do that. Do I have any ether armor? I do have an extra armor plus 6. Anything that can increase ether defense? Extra armor plus 5, increase defense more. I'd like a little more ether defense on him. We give him this ether armor, and in exchange give him... Okay, I don't have anything better for physical defense, that's fine. You definitely want the E-circuit, definitely want power magic. I think you're good. It's gonna kind of be our glass cannon here, Vierge. Although doesn't do as much damage as Veltal 2 now. Sure, that's fine. Okay. Party is optimized. At least this party of 3 is. Okay. So now we go on foot. Not that way, actually. I think it's this way. Yep. Into the dungeon. So this place, as the cutscene said, seems to come from an especially ancient civilization, even before the Zeboim civilization. From an unknown civilization, it seems. With unknown enemies, of course. Unlock some death blows while we're here. fencers. Oof. Do a lot of damage. Damn. Take you out quicker here. Do death blow. Don't even care. Twilight. Damn. Ah. 18% chance of failure. Jeez. Thank you. Never mind. Didn't lost that. Sure, good enough. Need you to get experience. Alright, so about everything that's happened so far in Disc 2, there is still a lot we can talk about. Let's see. Kind of a list of things I wanted to make mention of. Okay, so first of all, Lacan and Sophia. Both of their names come from things, as nearly every name in Xenogears is a reference to something. Both the names Lacan and Sophia come from things. Lacan is a reference to a psychologist or psychoanalyst from France in the 20th century named Jacques Lacan. He was kind of not a protege necessarily of Freud, but he came much later than Freud and kind of developed on a lot of his work. It's be difficult for me to explain everything now, but a lot of his ideas, Lacanian psychology, actually forms a lot of the basis for some of the psychological ideas that appear in Xenogears, particularly. So Lacan often used the image of a mirror, and a fractured mirror to as kind of an analogy in some of his writings. So you see where that comes up in Xenogears. That and honestly, his work is very complex and difficult to fully comprehend. But if you like to do some external research, and really read his Wikipedia article, and you may gain some interesting insight on perhaps some inspirations behind, the phase dissociative identity disorder and fan-id and everything, and even some parts of Final Fantasy VII also took inspiration from Lacanian ideas. Particularly the fractured state of Cloud's mind is partially inspired by some Lacanian psychology. So yeah, that's where Lacan's name comes from. Sophia comes from Gnosticism. Gnosticism as a whole is an esoteric religious philosophy, and a lot of parts of Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade, a lot of it comes from Gnosticism, and I'll try to briefly explain it here. So Gnosticism was a religious philosophy, kind of a pagan, like neo-Christian, esoteric religion from like the 200s, 300s AD. That basically taught that the material world was inherently evil and made with malicious intent by an evil fake god. They called it the Demiurge. They believed that this fake god was not that there is a real god beyond our world in the divine that one can achieve by achieving gnosis. That's where the name Gnostic comes from, Gnosticism. But that the world we have here, the material world, was forged by a kind of architect. Sometimes they call it. And they call that architect the Demiurge. Sometimes it goes by the name Yaldabaoth, which is where the name Yaldabaoth for Egil's face mechon in Xenoblade 1 comes from. But anyway, basically the Gnostic interpretation of Eve from Adam and Eve in the Bible was a woman named Sophia. She was the first wizardry reading. That's really good. That's can allow us to learn death blows quicker. She was the first human to attain a monad. Again, that's where the name Monado comes from. The monad in Gnosticism is the is the name for the soul. The first woman, the first person in Gnosticism to attain a monad was Sophia. That's where the name Sophia comes from. There is another kind of basis for the name Sophia that I'll talk about later when I talk about Jungian psychology. We'll get to that later. There's a lot of different... This, too, is where we can really dive deep into all of the philosophical, psychological, religious undertones and references within Xenogears. It's where they all kind of come into being. Anyway, but I'll just say, yeah, Sophia was the name of one of the first humans, the first female, particularly, in Gnosticism. Anyway, Gnosticism, there's a lot of references to Gnosticism all across the Xenogames. Takahashi was a big fan of referencing Gnosticism. The Monad, Sophia, Yaldabaoth, Demiurge also being called the Architect, a lot of this kind of stuff. Think about Zanza in Xenoblade 1 as well, and his role and he was basically the Demiurge of that world, where he was kind of a fake god that created the world with malicious intent in order to serve him. Think about that too. And how, like, there was a divine providence at the very end of the game that ended up, like, slicing through him. That's, like, the real god, the true divine in Gnosticism. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of I'm going on tangents. Door seems to be unlocked. Needs to be unlocked. Guess I'll look somewhere around here for it. Control system area A. Control system power's cut off. Huh? What's up there? What do you mean, what's that there? What, where? It appears that some kind of fuse-like device is blown. Nothing else I can do about it? Okay. There was another room back down the hallway, so we'll go back up there. The same enemies again. These suck. Death blows against these. Ah, come on. Almost done here. Don't even want to use too many of Billy's bullets. We still got more of the dungeon to go. Okay. Finish him off, Ellie. Turmeric Cube. 100% chance of success. Come on. There we go. Oh, what the? You do very much damage. You're ashamed of yourself. Die. Water shield line. Not that that will be very useful for us, but I don't usually use the elemental ether moves. Found a fuse-like device part. Well, conspicuous, and this is the other side of that door, so we can bring that over to the other room and perhaps repair that fuse-like device. Oh, that's not even the that's what I meant to do. I meant to do the double axe, but okay. Shit. Roof, Alright, fuck him. Put this over there. The door was a trap! Fox! A trap! Damn it. Run away. Don't care about this. Okay, we need to repair this device. Place the broken part. And now the power's on. Awesome. Our system is now operational. Area A deactivated. Done. Now we can go through this one. And I guess go back the other way. But no reason to. Just. And it was a trap. Of course. And there was also a trap. It's been the case with all these doors. Okay, I gotta fight some of these. Eventually. It just has so much stronger death blows than everything else. Outclasses everything. The original anti-theft chest, yeah. Solaris got their anti-theft technology from the ones in this place. Although it seems like they haven't discovered this place yet, or else they would have already gotten the animal relic, so maybe not. Either way, it's funny. Citadel DX. It revives with full HP, I believe. Activate the main system. View the main system. Huh? Is this the one? How about that one? Already tried this one. The main system. Main system. What is this? Activating main system. Okay, that's the one. Shit. Never mind. Gotta go find a code. Solaris thought they made it first, so this is the original. They're the first to develop the technology. I think they're so innovative up there in the sky where they no longer exist. Please? Please work? Good.
Okay. So now we're down here. What can we do? There's one way of padding out the game, but the encounter rate is super freaking high. The memory cube itself was a trap. It's like the save points in Chrono Trigger. I think it's Magus's castle. Yeah. We're now into the level 60s now. Safe? Let me save? Okay, let me save. No. Please let me save. Nope. Okay, whatever. Defective save. This elevator just came down on. There are 2 doors here. Door lock system. That's the one we need to unlock. Oh, this one. What's your deal? Got with this, with the deal with this one. Seems unique. Goddess Call Faye, I want to get this over. The heater damage. Not much. Oh yeah, that one was literally a trap. The safe point to trap the enemies. That's right. Just have a lot of HP, that's your deal. Damn. What? Oh, okay. So don't use death blows against you?
she gets no experience. Oh. Is that just like a timer thing? I don't know. Weird. Okay, so both those will be unlocked with B, so we have to just find the code. It might just be in another room. B in another room. It's lock system B. Go! I'm just gonna hope they don't attack Ellie. Okay. Aqua Soul yourself. Well, I like Ellie more. We're not gonna bring something. Pay close attention to Ellie's character development here, by the way. Like that was all uppercase. Oh! Yeah, Disc 2 gives Ellie definitely some of her best moments. Starting to become more motherly in a sense. The way she talked to the wells in the Soylent System facility, the way she was talking to Faye. She's definitely changed from some respect. Okay, so where is this code? System use. Huh, okay. We're gonna have to go look somewhere else, I guess. Or maybe it's here. Nothing. Inscribed the iron is the D line. Wait. What? Line D's blocks are all closed off. Huh? Described as the A line. A, B, C, D. Oh, there's something to this. Hang on a sec. Are they like cabinets? This one, all of them are closed. This one, the third one down is open. This one, the second one down is open. This one, none of them are open. Okay. So, 0, 3, 2, 0. Okay, that works. It's like Mio all over again. Exactly. Also, I think I've said this before, Faye and Ellie's romance is probably the best written romance I've ever seen in video games. In fact, no, easily it is. Noah's and Mio's is up there too, but the way Faye's and Ellie's develops is really natural and it's really well done. Especially everything they were saying earlier, like that Ellie was saying earlier to Faye about like how she wants to find out who she is independently of Faye and to like examine her feelings apart from him. That's generally a very noticeable solution. Yeah, I kind of remembered some things about it. Like that's in general relationship advice, like in the real world as well. That's generally a very healthy mindset to have. Is to discover who you are like outside of the relationship before you ever try to really commit yourself to a partner. You have to know who you are independently of each other. The relationship can't be your crux. You have to know who you are independently of that, and then the relationship is supposed to be helping that. So I like that she's recognizing that. That's a really, really good comment, like general relationship commentary from this game. We'll see more of that as time goes on. Really great stuff. The writing in this two is wonderful. Even if it's not like executed like always the best, or if some things are cut out, the writing is still really, really wonderful, especially with fan Ellie. It's the best, most natural, most realistic romance I've ever seen in video games. Not to mention, very meaningful for the overall plot and themes of the game. And I'll talk more about that too. How they reincarnated throughout time, and they've loved each other each time. I've always been a sucker for that kind of trope. Noah and Mio had that too in Xenoblade 3, but like, I've always been a sucker for that kind of trope. Reincarnating over and over and over again and always falling in love. It's like 7 Deadly Sins too. Booting up the central elevator's lock system. Releasing the central elevator's lock.
Down? No!
What's in the other one? Same freaking enemy troops. The door frame, the literal door frame is attack. And motion sensors. Oh, this leads back to the beginning. Okay, yeah, I figured. Let's go down.
Down?
Capitalize in bold letters. Okay, I remember this being a puzzle that was difficult to figure out too. The puzzle in this room. There's like some code to it as well. Enter the code. Yeah, okay. So we'll have to go elsewhere. Enter the code. Okay. Address A, that's D. I'm assuming B and C are around there. What is the deal with this one? Current code condition. Huh? What? 0 is the default value, please ignore it. Code address. So, wait, is that what we're trying to get to? So wait, what happened? Okay, let me just put a random number in here. 4. Okay. And the 2 at the bottom was from the one that I accidentally put in to D. Okay. Okay. So then what should it be? Any way of knowing what the arrangement should be? Okay. Interesting. How would I come to figure that out? What if I try to release the lock now? Okay. I think I saw some info about this on the terminal above. Okay, so we have to go back above. Understood. Gonna be here for a while? Nah. Won't be too bad. Come on, this is an ultra ancient group of ruins. Can't be too easy. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back in here. One of the side ones. This one. The elevator's lock is released. Gotcha. Anything? To unlock Anima Relic, lock-off codes must be inputted into terminals A to D, which are situated around this area. On completion, the main system will be engaged. Is that it? You're going to tell me what codes? Lock-off codes. What are lock-off codes? Anima Relic lock-off code. Input numbers so the vertical and horizontal sums are equal without reusing the same numbers. So, okay. You have to do some math here. Understood. Can we get to the middle without a random encounter? Yes. Math in my Xenogears 0 out of 10. This is cool though. I like these kind of puzzles. I actually think the two Anima Relic dungeons in there's only 2 Anima Relic dungeons in this too. There were originally going to be 4 because Maria and Emeralda were going to have Anima Relic dungeons as well, but there are only 2. The 2 Anima Relic dungeons I actually think are some of the best, the 2 best dungeons in the entire game. I think they have really cool puzzles, both of them. Alright, so we can only change the outside values. The current situation, we have 971, 673. So, the middle row sums to 9 plus 7 is 16, plus 1 is 17. And then 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 3 is 16. So, okay, so we need, say we did a 2 on the top. We can't reuse the same numbers. Okay, yeah, so there's only the only numbers we can do are 2, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, 2, 4, 5, and 8. So it's some combination of 2, 4, 5, and 8. 4 plus 5 is 9, 2 plus 8 is 10, so the 4 and the 5 need to go on the sides, and the 2 and the 8 need to go on the top and bottom. So A is 2, C is 8, B is 4, and D is 5. So, yeah. Make sure, okay. So 2 and 8 on the top and bottom. I can go in either order. So this needs to be a 2. This needs to be a 4. This needs to be an 8. This needs to be 5. And then we'll try releasing the lock. Nice. Right in the center of the door. Nice. Alright. Solve the puzzle, and I think that's the last puzzle of the dungeon. Coming up to the Anima Relic now.
gonna make the approach to the Anima Relic all epic. This is the Anima Relic. Who is it? Who's calling me? I don't know. I don't know. What should I do? You were waiting for me? Billy? Did you see that? It looked like my gear. Maybe something has happened to your gear. Let's head for the exit and see if any change has taken place. If you didn't have Billy in your party, he would just randomly show up. So that's why I took Billy with me. Also in this scene, if you don't have Ellie in your party, Ellie will just randomly show up. So it's more natural to have Billy and Ellie in your party here. You girls again. Elements. I see you've gained a new gear that has been aligned with an Anima Relic. You know that we should have been the ones to have used it, to have it. We need stronger powers in order for Commander Ramses to realize his long-cherished desires. Yes, for the building of our ideal country, we can't allow you to take it. So come on, let us have it. You knew what Solaris was doing for the surface dwellers, and you know what the situation is like now on the Earth, and yet you... What the Gaz will do or whatever happens to the lambs are not my concerns. Each of us have our own obligations to fulfill. We don't have time to deal with affairs concerning you weak and inferior people. Dominia, do you truly believe that? Yes, look at yourselves for instance. You, the strong and the superior, were the first to preserve yourselves without any mutations. Is that not right? Power and ability have nothing to do with it. It was pure coincidence that we didn't mutate. People are people, nothing more or less. I admit that they are the weak and powerless. That's no reason for us to forsake them. We are all the same human beings. Certainly character development for Billy. It's not what he believed when he was an E-Tone. So, you wish to give a hand to those who would be saved? So nice and kind. How commendable. But is that really what's best for mankind? You were all once surface dwellers. Weren't you all forced to live under the oppression of Solaris? I know that you know how it feels to be a have-not, so why do you... People must be able to stand on their own in any circumstances they're in. Overprotection only stunts the will to be independent. This stunts the growth of the people in the world. We've experienced that firsthand. Live by one's own strength, stand on one's own feet. It's sad but true that the weak will be weeded out. But we cannot look back. That is the providence of human existence. That is just the providence of those who are the haves. So be it then. Show me this province of yours that wishes to save the meager have-nots. Here I come. Alright, one last showdown with the elements. All four of them this time. I believe this is our first time fighting both Dominia and Calvina on foot. Alright. I thought I would do this for a second. Alright, let's do... maybe I don't want to do that. Who do I want to take out first? I think Calvina may have healing abilities. I'll take her out first. I may not want to go with anything elemental because I know that certain ones absorb. Okay, I don't think that's an elemental. But yeah, the philosophy that... Oh, shit, never mind. The philosophy that the elements and Ramses to some extent, or to full extent actually, espouses, it's effectively social Darwinism. The strong live and the weak die off. Pretty awful. As ideologies go, pretty awful. Ayn Randian objectivism. Yeah, okay, I remember. Calvina does have healing abilities, so we need to take her out first. Okay. Well, lightning against water. That seems to be effective. Never mind. You just absorb everything. You gotta go physical attacks against you. Damn it! Okay, actually that's fine. Just need Billy to freaking get his turn. And his EP stolen from the first turn. Okay. Goddess Call, Billy, let's get this under control. Jeez. Okay. Just straight up attack. Jeez! Load is strong. Okay, we may want to take her out after. Gotta focus on Avina right now. Tenbu. Oh, she healed herself! Damn it! Okay. We have one Zeta Soul DX. Let's use it. I'll have to have Billy die again as soon as he gets up. Let's go for big damage. Laser arm. I love that trope. Ugh! He is so fast. Okay. Koho. Oh my gosh. Okay. Goddess Call first. Maybe better idea. Goddess Call yourself. Gee, that's painful. Against two. Okay. That's fine. We have Penalpha Soul. Okay. Then you get back to Billy's turn, Goddess Call Faye, and then we should be good. Just take out Calvina. Once Calvina's done, the rest of the fight should go smoother.
Trust me, this will be good. Trust the process. Seems like a very painful attack. Restricting you in binds and burning you in flames. Okay, okay. Calvina's down. Go for Serapita now. Yeah, maybe it would be a good idea actually. Start building up AP on Faye. We'll be able to take out Dominia pretty quick. Yeah. I believe this is actually the last major ground fight in the entire game. Just for reference. Yeah, wind, fire, sharp, or blood metal, and maybe water. That's this fight for you. Simone's down. Ellie, heal, I guess. Damn, Serapita's having fun. You know what? Let's start building AP on both of them. We'll Coho, Raiju. Except Dominion. Yeah, fitting final ground fight. I will agree. Oh jeez, she's good. Do you have to take her out last? Actually, now that I think about it, I remember something like that. Wait, that was useless. Okay. I don't think we've ever done a big combo death blow with Billy before. Let's do it. Put it up. 50 guys. Oof. Ouch. Let's just do what we have. Yeah. Some of these may actually do ether damage now that I think about it, but that's fine. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Look what we have here. Bamboo. So what's specifically coming? I mean, this? Oh yeah, okay. I understand. Okay. Some soul. Just hope we can stay alive here. Billy up, we can do Holy Light, although who's she attacking? Faye. Okay, that's fine. Let's use a speedster on one time in the game we can actually use it. And I will actually use it. No, no! Who? Okay. Holy Light. Just death blow to death. Oh, you jerk. Not Ellie. You bitch. You're paying back for that. Okay. Whew. And that's only phase 1 of the battle. We got some drives from that, though. Huh. We may have fared poorly when we fought in the flesh. We will finish you off in our gears. Come, follow me! I believe someone alluded to something like this in a previous stream. But they're together in their 4 gears. What took you? What meaning is there in fighting again? Silence! Now we have no choice but to fight. Now we will show you the true power of the elements. Get ready, because here we come! Let us merge and combine our forces. Elements and use. Elements! I didn't catch what I said. Elements formation. I believe someone alluded to this possibly happening at some point earlier on. Also, I gotta say, this is the wrong music to be playing at this time. It is indeed. It is indeed a combiner. Okay, I gotta say that's pretty sick. That's really sick. Alright. The G elements. And they can summon Dominia's sword. So everyone in booster. And get you started spamming your arrows. Unless they absorb ether, just maybe. Never mind. Okay, we're good. I'll have a go. Let me switch forms throughout the battle. Oh, we ran out of ammo. I may just not have equipped him with regular gun ammo. Okay, that's fine. Not bad. Oh. Okay, yeah, so it's called Vina took over. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, that will heal it too. Okay, never mind. Maybe his ether shots would. Oh, yeah, because her rod has ether imbued. Okay, never mind. It's kind of useless here. One's now in charge. Now can I use arrows? Never mind. Okay. Stay away from that unless Dominion's in charge. Understood. They're not doing much of anything. Wasting away fuel. And ammo for Billy. Oh yeah, okay, I forgot about this. So once you exceed attack level 3 with a gear, from this point on, I think it's after Gaspar removes the physical limiters, you are now at attack level infinity, which means your gears will now learn, be able to, with 10 fuel and 20 fuel respectively, be able to do different attacks. Try Blue Blast. Never mind. Usually they're very strong. This will last for 2 turns. What Veltal, it also charges you at 10 times. What Veltal id does, what the id form of Veltal does, is it will put Veltal into it'll put Veltal into attack level infinity just from the get-go. Well, they switch attributes now. Let's see what happens. Try this again. Yeah, now that Seraphita's out, Water Element can actually do something. Now they're vulnerable. Or still not to really shotgun. Whatever. Let's do... We have some new other things we can do too. Let's do System Mid. I should have an air attack. They're vulnerable. Kosho X and Goten X. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Billy. It could be something with the gun I gave? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Mazo here. This is Billy's Omni gear, technically. So I don't know what's going on. And by the way, Billy's Omni gear name isn't too creative. It's called Elren Mazwa. El being in Hebrew being a prefix that often means like God. Jesse. Gosh, just an HP sponge. All Billy can really do is just Jesse cannon over and over. Jesse's really fighting, not him. Sacrificing his life over him. Okay, there we go. Lots of experience, level ups all around, and a Kishin sword. Dominia left behind her sword, and now Citan can use it. And by the way, yes, Citan's Omnigear Fenrir does now wield a sword, just as Citan does on the ground. Some things only the weak can feel, but weakness does not make them servile. It's because they are weak that they can develop kindness and never look down on people. That is where real human interaction comes from. Everyone has weaknesses, even you did at first. Your weakness drew you to each other. It made you grow strong. Never forget those feelings, when you all live together side by side. Wait! Are you trying to show us mercy, or are you just trying to show off? You've got us all wrong, Dominia. Our paths may be different, but our goals are the same. That's why I can't fight you anymore. There's no reason for me to, that's all. Well, looks like they sure showed us a thing or two. Having fled from the elements, you tried to take the relic to be used as a power to fulfill Ramses' desires. We once again initiated our search for information on the whereabouts of the last known relic. Like a thing or three, yeah. Let's show him a thing or three. There's one more relic remaining. He is no longer one of us. Yes, he dares to go against our objectives, just like the other one. We can still activate the key. We must do something about the one who stands in our way. We must eliminate Cain. But we cannot stand up to his power. Only Cain can destroy Cain. So, Mother, will you do it for us? Maybe. Did Krelian say anything? Something concerning the potential ability as a countervailing existence, with everything focusing toward a single point. I see. But Kara is still shaken up by yesterday's defeat against Faye. We are almost ready. I need just a little more time. Then we'll wait. Wait until the time is right. Krelian? Countervailing existence. That Yang. What's she up to? I'd better warn the commander.
Out of the way. Let me through. That bastard. I'll hunt him out myself.
Please calm down, Commander. We'll take care of him and his friends.
What could you fools do? Imbeciles! Only I can beat him. Only I, who transcends all other humans, can possibly take him down. Move!
Commander, wait! While Faye and the others searched for the resting place of the last known anima relic, I temporarily returned to Nissan. I don't know why I went back. Just had this stirring within my heart that some danger was awaiting the people there. All the people accepted into Nissan were on the road to recovery. There were still those who were not able to completely recover, but Tara's nanomachines continued to evolve from day to day. Thanks to the nanomachines, the treatments were becoming more and more successful, and the day when everyone would regain their original bodily form was approaching. Trembling, there was a sudden explosion in the city of Nissan. Within the burning fire stood a gold Omnigear. It was Ramses. He assaulted Nissan so that he could defeat Faye. His purpose of existing was at stake. The Nissan and Shavat militia, even rank friends from Solaris, who now served to protect Nissan, could not thwart the assault. The people were evacuated into the cathedral. Continuing to search for Faye, Ramses put the militia to rout and pressed on toward the cathedral. He was ruined. He had his mind set solely on getting at Faye. I stood before him. Yeah, and sometimes in Disc 2 you'll have things like this. Little instead of actually showing a full scene, they'll just be like a diorama, the little scene in the back, and you'll just have characters that are kind of acting in front of it.
I know it, he's here.
Ramses, the Fae you seek is not here. So please, stop this meaningless violence.
Yes, you will do. Come out, Faye. You will not come out. I will crush Elheim.
Ellie!
Boss. Keep back. Not coming out, eh? Have it your way. And from tonight on, you will be crying with this woman's dead body in your arms. Helva, what happened? Why can't I move?
Ellie!
Are you okay? How could I? To the likes of you. Not only to him, but I am also inferior to you. Me!
What happened to you, Ramses? Why are you caught up with Faye so much? Why are you so bothered by who is more superior?
I was originally created to be the integration of all human abilities. To be able to align with all of the anima relics. I was created to have the powers equivalent to those of Emperor Cain. You could say I was to be the ideal form which all people strive to become. However, once he was born, I was rejected. I was given life in a pile of trash. Born in the dark, cold abyss of worthlessness. But I was able to crawl out of there. I was able to survive on my own strength. In order to get back at all those who have forsaken me. Despite all of that, I was able to get this far. I was able to provide myself with the warmth that I required to continue living. But he had to come and intervene in my life one more time. He tried to take that very warmth away from me again. As long as he exists, I don't belong anywhere.
I think I now know why you are so fixated with Faye. You do not really know what you should be doing with your life right now. You're simply trying to protect yourself by attacking Faye. By attacking others, you are confirming your own existence. That's why you strive to be above everyone else. Because otherwise, you'd be enveloped by a void. Because you yourself will disappear. Because that emptiness within your heart will only grow. Because you want to hang on to love.
Silence! Even you are trying to take away from me that warmth, that very warmth I finally obtained.
Ramses, no one is attacking you. No one is trying to take away what is so precious to you. No one is threatening your existence. It's all in your mind, so don't hide the feelings that are in your heart. Don't fear love.
You. Now you. Ah!
Ramses was in fear. He feared losing the place he belonged to. He feared that Faye was the one who would take it away from him. He believed love was something you take. He craved love more than anyone else.
Worthless. Trash. Reject. Why even bother existing? Defect. Be gone. We have no use for you. Huh, trash is of more worth to us than you.
Car, don't worry. I'll always be by your side. No one knows that better than I do. No one knows you better than I do, so don't.
Miang, is this all I can do? Is this the extent of my strength and abilities? I couldn't beat him, and in front of that woman I couldn't even do a thing. Is this the limits of my existence? My abilities?
You're the same as Cain, an archetype that surpasses all humans. I made you in the same way. But he is the one who is preventing you from fully releasing your powers. Divided powers. That man was your original form, the primordial superior being. If you could defeat him, then you would be... Yes, even with your superior constitution, the existence of the original being hinders you. If you could eliminate the divided power, then it would all be yours. Don't you agree, Car? Having completed the alignment of the first anima relic with Billy, there was a remarkable change in the appearance and structure of Billy's gear. They were units that merged with the inorganic. Of course, we had no idea what purpose these ancient anima relics were created for. The fact that they played some kind of role as weapons was blatantly obvious. Eventually, their true power would be released, and we cannot allow this power to fall into the hands of evil. In order to obtain the final relic, we headed for a ruin that was believed to be almost 10,000 years old. Remains of the first civilization on our planet. And a reunion with an old friend awaited us. Alright, we have the next one. I think we ought to take Sight. I'm okay with Ellie coming in randomly later on. Let's take Rico. It's his time to shine. Oh, for real? Literally one step? No. I'm not even going to start on this dungeon right now. This is actually a gear dungeon. Or kind of a mixed one. You'll see. But anyway. Next time on Xenogears, we will be getting the final anima relic. And having it resonate and create Rico's Omni Gear. And we may see what happens with Ramsus. Whether Krellian and Miang are successful in manipulating his desires in order to have him defeat Cain for them. All that next time. See y'all then. You have a good night.